Alright everyone, today here I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for my channel here. According to today, it is September 18th, 2023, and for those who don't know, it is apparently National Ceiling Fan Day here in the US. And what that means is it's to commemorate the use of fans throughout our homes to save on using air conditioners to save on several hundreds of millions of kilowatt hours across the entire country by cutting back on using our air conditioners for a day and solely relying on the use of electric fans instead. And from what I've seen across YouTube, many people also use it to commemorate a bunch of fans that they have installed throughout their house, and some people showing off their collection and everything. And I figured this would probably be a good time for me to make up an excuse to show the installs at my apartment here, which we moved into, me and my girlfriend, as of 4 days ago, 2 years. So, the fans here haven't changed, but all of the fans that were here previously were all Hampton Bay models, all the same identical kind. I don't fully remember the model name off the top of my head, but obviously knowing me, I'm like, yeah, no. So obviously knowing with how broad my collection is, obviously it'd be natural for me to take fans from my collection and put them here throughout the apartment. So all the fans that that I'm about to show you, there's currently 5 total because there's only 5 main rooms. But I'll showcase all of the fans here installed at my apartment, and I'll just do a quick demonstration of them all, probably on like low speed or something like that, since I'm kind of pressed for time at the moment since I already got a bunch of other stuff going on, but I figured, hey, why not? But all the fans that you're about to see here are all still original when they were first put up, so I haven't changed anything out in between from when I first started changing the fans out to what you're about to see now. So everything that you are going to see here is still consistent to when they were changed out for the first time. So here in the bedroom we have the good old 1983 Casa Zephyr. And we have this thing running quite a lot. We just keep it on high speed, knowing it's a slumber quiet system and hearing how the slumber quiet system can fail after a while, I guess with frequent speed changing, and especially I guess on the medium and lower speeds. So we just keep this thing running on high all the time. But yeah, so far I would say this is probably my favorite fan here in the apartment, because the stencil is just really nice. Just the overall aesthetic to the room just really complements it, and it's even on a Evergo swag chain, which is really nice. Yeah, I'll also make note that none of the ceiling fans here were on ordinary hardwired switches. They were all on just in-wall remote receivers. So aside from changing out all the fans here, there's been a lot of other projects electrically that I did here, such as putting the fan, putting the outlet behind our bed into a half switched outlet by running this switch on the wire mold. So that switch just turns it on and off. So the wires up in the box are just capped off and not being used for now. 4 out of the 5 fans here are actually wired through swags. The only fan that's not is in the kitchen, which I will show you next. But first of all, let's get this bad boy running. It's really nice and quiet too, and it's really powerful. Making way out into the kitchen, we have the 1996 Hunter Coastal Breeze, and we have this thing running pretty often too, on occasion, especially when me and my girlfriend are having dinner together and all that. Pretty nice shades. It's even got these little flower fan pulls. Really nice fan. Does well for the kitchen. And the white and polished brass, which is one of my favorite finishes, it works well with the kitchen here, knowing that the walls are painted like a kind of grayish color, but it goes well with all the appliances and everything. So we'll turn this on too. Make way into the office. Say hi, Rachel.
Hey, what's up?
Here we have the Lasco American Classic. This is a fan I haven't actually shown yet in any of my videos, but I got this a good year or two ago down at the Cape. I was vacationing with a friend and their family, and they had like a little Cape house vacation home down there, and I was curious to go fan hunting down that area since I don't really go down there that much, and this was something that was nearby, and I believe I only paid like 20 bucks for this off Facebook Marketplace, so it's definitely a really cool find. It's got a 3-way light. As you can see there, the globes, well, the 4 shades are original, except for the middle one. The middle one had like a mushroom kind of globe with the same floral design, but that unfortunately shattered, so I wasn't happy about that, so I just put on this little mini schoolhouse fitter, but overall it's still not a bad fan. It's another swag. You can see my whole guitar collection and everything, and just plugs in right there, but overall it's a decent fan. I'm not really sure what the year is particularly on it, since I couldn't find a particular label or anything, but if I had to take a wild guess, it's probably from the mid to late 80s. Just like any other Sears Lasco fans, this one unfortunately is a little bit noisy, especially on medium and low. It's like a, you can hear it there, yeah, it's kind of like a mechanical, I wouldn't say mechanical, but it's definitely like an electric motor hum. Because once you shut the fan off, it stops like instantly. So it's definitely an electric noise of some issue, but yeah, there's that. It's a really nice fan. Make my way out of here. And then off into the living room, we have this 1999 Hampton Bay Carousel, brand new in the box. Once again, also on a swag. As you can see here, this one actually has a yellow canopy. But this fan actually originally had a black canopy out of the box, but this one has an interesting story. So a while ago on Marketplace, I saw a listing for another nearly identical Hampton Bay Carousel, and that one had the yellow canopy on here. But the only thing different with that one was that that one had narrower vents. But the shape of the blades, the blade brackets, the layout of the arranged colors and everything was the same. But just save for the yellow canopy and the slimmer vents. I know the colors, especially the green colors, did feel a little bit more dull too. But the only reason I picked up that one was just to have the yellow canopy, so I ended up swapping the black canopy on this one for that one, and that fan I actually ended up selling to Emmanuel, aka E-Man fan, because he was interested in buying it off me. So yeah, I just wanted to find an excuse to throw a yellow canopy on there, knowing that they're much more uncommon and much bigger rarity. Came with these nice brass Hampton Bay poles, fully metal and everything, and I also was surprised to see that they're brass, knowing the all the black hardware and everything. I honestly thought they were going to be black, like plastic poles, but no, they're not. But it's got a nice 3-way spotter and blows some pretty good air. It's in our kind of 90s themed looking living room here, but overall it's a nice fan. Gives off a fairly decent breeze. It's nice, especially when we're just sitting on the couch here and just playing games and everything, so it's really cool. just as an added bonus, I'll show you this. Just a little mini thing here. Then here in the rear bedroom, we have this 1988 Crest Designer Collection Series. I've never even heard of these before, but this one was also new in box. Unfortunately, on the downside to this one was actually in fairly rough shape when I first picked it up, because the box had water damage to it, especially on the bottom. You could even see like a bunch of the cardboard peeling away and everything, and exposing the styrofoam packaging on the insides. And with that being said, a lot of the finish has really tarnished and rusted, especially like right here of all places. But that's literally just how it was out of the box. But I still think this fan's really cool. I especially like the checkerboard pattern on it. Definitely looks like something you'd see in like a diner. This fan also originally did come with a integrated spotlight kit, but lo and behold, once I pulled the fan out of the box, one of the sockets literally broke right out of the box. It was this little clamp piece here, like this side right here, just broke off completely, rendering the socket useless, because it's just gonna, otherwise it would just hang down like super flimsy and everything. So I had no choice but to take all 4 sockets out, and I just threw on this cool quorum fitter. And this I actually got from Mark Wilson like way back. I want to say like 2016 when I met him for the first time. The light fitter was doing box, and the but it still looks really nice on this fan. I mean, the finish virtually matches on it, and just like the other one, this one's, I mean, just like the carousel, this one's also a 3-way setup. But what I really like about it too is how it has this like glass design on it too. I've never seen a spotlight with this kind of design before, so I definitely think that looks really stylish, and I really like it a lot. I've always liked pretzel brackets too. They're always pretty neat. The other interesting thing too is just the shape of the blades. They're not like rounded, they're not like regular tipped. It's like some weird, like, kind of shaved off looking thing. Obviously, air movement wise, I mean, obviously it's not that great. I mean, it's Crest. I mean, what do you expect? But overall, definitely very stylish. I mean, I've even looked across like YouTube and like Google to see if I can find anything similar to this fan here, and so far I haven't gotten any results. So if this is like a first of its kind for showcasing, then I'm definitely a proud owner for this one. So we'll go ahead and turn this one on too. Even came with these neat little Crest poles. So those are all the 5 fans in my collection here. All my band shirts and everything. So you have the Crest, you got the Hampton Bay, you got the Hunter. Oh, looks like Rachel came out of here. You got the Sears Lasco, and the Casablanca. I know this one's kind of more on like a medium speed, but whatever. Let's crank it up back to high. But yeah, those are all the fans here in the apartment. So happy National Ceiling Fan Day, and hope you guys enjoyed.